You guys, we got an issue. We got a serious issue that's going on in the gaming industry right now. And what is that issue? The issue that PlayStation takes advantage of. The issue that Xbox takes advantage of. Sure, they've only done it one generation, but I feel like right now it's one generation, but we keep going on this, and if we keep supporting this, it's going to be multiple generations. What am I talking about? Mid-gen refreshes. During the Xbox One generation and the PS4, they had the PlayStation 4 Pro and the Xbox Series, Xbox One X. And look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that if you don't want to go out there and you want to spend your money on stuff like this, perfectly fine. I personally feel like that is the biggest part of the issue. And it wouldn't be a huge issue if I felt like maybe they'll take advantage of these platforms. You know, first off, let's go ahead and just break down what I'm talking about, what triggered this video. Over there at Insider Gaming, Tom Henderson actually did an article saying PlayStation 5 Pro in development could release late 2024. Now, there's a bunch of different, sources that he came into this. He talked about Jeff Grubb a little bit. There is a lot of things that you guys can eat up into this. I'll put this article in the description. But when I saw this, I was like, for the love of God, no. Please don't let this happen, because I felt like the Xbox One X and the PlayStation 4 Pro, they didn't do anything last gen. Now, look, sure, they made games run better. And I think we can all agree on that. But at the end of the day, I don't think that's the issue right now with the Xbox Series X, the Xbox Series S, and the PlayStation 5. I feel like because of the pandemic, we had a lot of developers not being able to utilize the actual next-gen hardware, current gen at this point. And most people was expecting here in the next maybe year and a half, we're going to start seeing a vast drop-off when it comes to past-gen stuff. No more Xbox One and PlayStation 4 copies of games. We still to this day see stuff coming out for the last gen. For example, they're saying that the Factions is probably going to be PlayStation 4, and we've seen God of War be a PlayStation 4 game. I would say Xbox is generating more Series S and X exclusives, but we don't even have those games yet, so we can't really determine how they're going to turn out. But when I saw this, I was just like, how are we really realistically supposed to take advantage of these next-gen hardware or current gen, like I said, when we haven't even gave them the opportunity to do it? Now when you see PlayStation and Xbox finally start cutting off last gen, I do believe Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine's going to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive. You already see at this point PlayStation, and I would assume there's going to be an Xbox Series X and S version 2 or something. I don't know what they're going to call them, but I don't know why they would want to spin these and sell these consoles to the consumer when we haven't even seen them utilize the current gen stuff they have now. And pretty much what's going to happen is by the time it happens and you get the Xbox Series X2 and the PlayStation 5 Pro, I believe you're going to have an issue on now, instead of balancing, just 2 platforms, or 3 if you want to count the S, you're going to have to balance 4 platforms. Because you got to balance the PlayStation 5, the PlayStation 5 Pro, the Xbox Series S, and the Xbox Series X. So that's 4. And whatever the other 2. So it actually would be more than that if you count whatever the upgraded generation of the Series S and X are, if they have any. I'm pretty sure they're going to. I find it hard to believe that Microsoft wouldn't do this too, because they made money off of it. Now, the issue I'm going to have on this is, if they were making exclusive next-gen hardware, or mid-fresh, like PS5 Pro stuff and Xbox Series X version 2 stuff, I would be a little bit more open to that. And the reason I'm not open to that, guys, is because I truly believe that all this is really going to do is you're going to have games run a little bit better. I do feel like the Series X, especially, maybe you can make an argument about the Series S, and the PlayStation 5 came out there, and they were pretty powerhouse. Now, sure, were they the top type of PCs you can get? Of course not. But I do think they provided enough essential gap between the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One where you didn't have to really go into this kind of, territory. So I think that you could easily still develop on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series consoles and have pretty good results. Like, to me, it wouldn't be an issue if I felt like they are squeezing as much juice out of these consoles as they possibly can. And on the outside looking in, because I'm not a developer, that doesn't look like the case. It doesn't look like they've done anything that they can squeeze out of these consoles. And if anything, I would say that you haven't gave them the opportunity, because a lot of these games have been cross-platform. You've seen very, very few exclusive PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and X games. A lot of them are, next gen only. Now you're starting to see more this year. I would say Hogwarts Legacy, that's definitely a next gen exclusive game. There are some out there, but I would say there's more cross-gen games than there is exclusive, current gen games. And that's just the issue. If they want to do it to enhance the user base, that'd be one thing. But I think, PlayStation, Xbox, obviously they want to make money. They can make money off selling other hardware. And especially for Xbox, don't do that, because right now, no one wants to see hardware from you. People want to see games from you. Do not announce another Xbox Series X and S. It's probably inevitable. We're probably going to get this. One of the worst experiences I had last gen was because I was on the Xbox One S and I was playing with someone with a One X, and we were playing Gears of War 5, and their world was loading faster than my world. So he would literally be in the game and I would still be in the loading screen, and he's having to fight off the enemies from killing me. I don't want more experiences like that. Now, obviously, I know this is a different scenario than the Xbox One and S and X. They were kind of built separately, and the Xbox Series S and X were built together in mind. And I get it. There's not going to be a one-to-one comparison there. But to me, show me that you've actually done everything you can with the Xboxes. And then I would be more open to you doing something as a mid-gen refreshes on PlayStation and Xbox. Now, obviously, this article is just on PlayStation. We can really just talk about PlayStation, making a PlayStation 5 Pro, but I wanted to bring both platforms in this because we've seen last generation both did it, so I don't think it's a huge far stretch to say both would want to do it again. But anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys want an Xbox mid-gen refresh or a PlayStation mid-gen refresh? I personally, like I said, I don't want it until you show me you have done the max that you can do with the current gen hardware that we currently have now. But anyway, until next time, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace.